How are you? How are you? Well, today is Thursday, and as you have probably noticed, I haven't done a video in about 2 weeks, and this is for good reason, let me tell you. I was actually at a GameStop event, or GameStop Con, or whatever you would go. It's the GameStop Managers Conference. And then shortly after that, I was in Seattle, Washington for the one, the only PAX Prime, which was a blast. So there were a few games that I saw at this event. I know I didn't really tweet that much, and part of that was because not only was I working with the Frag Dolls at this event, like I've been doing for about the past 2 years or so now, while I was in college, but now that I'm moving, which I just found out like a month ago, I'm going to be moving to Austin for a new job. I've been doing some work with some people, so I'm really excited to show that to you. It hasn't been announced or released yet, so definitely if you follow me on Twitter, which is like twitter.com/allybakes, just hit follow, and I'll be posting that somewhat soon, either on my Tumblr page or anywhere. Hi. But one thing that I wanted to talk about, specifically exclusive to the GameStop event, was there was a playable demo of Dead Space 3. Now, what I want to tell you about this is that this demo, on my first day I walked by, it was very much playable. It was available for the public. Anyone who was a GameStop manager or was attending the con as part of business was allowed to, jump on, give it a go. Completely new working build. Like, I've never actually seen this game demoable yet. I saw the co-op side-by-side play at E3. Long story short, I was working on the first day. I didn't get a chance to stop by. I didn't get a chance to play the game. I said, okay, is this game playable? I spoke to them. They said, yeah, come back tomorrow. I come back tomorrow, and you'll never believe what game is in its place. Madden. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you are a bro. I'm sorry if you're one of the customers that I used to deal with on a daily basis at the G-Stop. But, some people really like, that NHL, that Madden, they're like, yo, can I get that Madden? Can I get that Madden up in here? Can I get that? Let me get that GTA if. Let me get that GTA if. That's fine. If that's who you are, that's the kind of games that you like, fine with me. But I did not want to play Madden. I came to this party to play Dead Space 3. And it just really upset me. Oh, what is that beautiful game? I want to touch it. I want to play it. Oh God. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. I definitely missed out because I don't have any running computer to play Guild Wars 2 on. So that makes me very angry with all of my 6 or 7 level 20s they're just gonna sit there, and I wanted to show you all about them, and however, I did get to put my sweet fingers on it while I was at the GameStop Managers Conference. Here are some of my thoughts. For someone who's just picking it up who hasn't been a Guild Wars fan, the controls are definitely more fluid in the sense that it is more catering to the player. And I also noticed another thing, which I'm sure you noticed too, and there's been a lot of talk about this, blah, blah, blah. Everyone probably knows about it. You can jump! You can jump in the air. You can jump while you're questing. You can jump when you're running from place to place. Or if you're an asshole, you could just jump all the time. I don't know why I'm singing. Now, another thing about this game is that the graphics have definitely changed. The style is not as necessarily crisp as much as it is painterly. Let me just say that when I got a chance to sit down and play it, I definitely, I got shivers down my spine because what is great is that they've definitely increased the production value of Guild Wars 2. If you remember the original game, they were on a tight budget. I think it was the original guys from WoW had branched off from the company and decided to do their own Kickstarter, or well, that's what we would call it now, is a Kickstarter, but really what it was is their own startup. And they made their own production team. They picked their voice actors, but the voice acting sucked. I'm sorry. I love you, Guild Wars. I will always love you. I will always hold you in my heart as one of my favorite games of all time, because you were there for me when, my friends weren't, and you were there for me when I was going through some rough shit in my life. So I love you for that. But the voice acting was terrible. Specifically, during the Canthan story, if you did the playthrough for Factions, awful. They have some of the same wispy elements and character models. However, everything's been revamped, including the looting system. Each enemy that you interact with and you kill, you can actually loot their corpse in a very similar WoW-like fashion. Again, going back to catering to the viewer, catering to the player in terms of, if you've played many MMORPGs in the past, you know how to navigate the controls, you know how to work it. There's not really a lot of a learning curve in terms of picking it up and playing it. And all I can say is that I'm really excited. I'm excited to get a new PC. Hopefully that'll happen sooner than not, but seeing as I am going to be moving and I have a lot of shit on my plate right now, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, unfortunately. I am still looking at that MacBook Pro with the Retina display. However, I wanted to see if they would release a smaller version, perhaps a 13-inch. And if you guys have any questions for me, if there's anything that you want me to talk about on the next show, let me know. I would be happy to answer your questions or get talking. So, yeah. I'm glad I did it, and I'll see you guys next week. In real time, so